welcome to another Cavern Entertainment video. It's Art here with the book review for John Lescroart's The Keeper. It is the November 2024 book club book pick. Wow. What do I have to say about this book? This book is very detailed, but it's very slow. It's very, it has in-depth characters, which, being that we read the 15th book in the series out of 19 in the Dismas Hardy series, and the 4th book out of 4 in the Abe Glitsky series, instead of doing the book 1 of the series that we normally do, there was a lot of context that we missed. There was a lot of things that shot over the head for me. So I'm specifically talking about the Keeper book when I give this review. I am going to go back and read both the Abe Glitsky series and the Dismas Hardy series, and when I get back to the Keeper, then I'll be able to give it a full, and when I do a book re-review of it, it'll be a more complete review. This is my first book of John Lescroart's that I've ever read, and it's my opinion from reading this book only. So keep that in mind, because if you're a fan of this series, I will be diving into this series, and you'll see book reviews for the earlier books and the later books coming up on the channel, probably within the next 2 or 3 months. We'll start diving in on the series and do our thing that way. That being said, I liked the character of Dismas Hardy, and I liked the character of Abe Glitsky. Abe Glitsky is a lot like your Harry Bosch's, your Lucas Davenport's, your Walt Longmire's. He's that dog with the bone type character. He's that Lincoln Rhyme dog with a bone type character. He's in that vein. Whereas Dismas Hardy is more of a thinking man's logical character. And I did like the characters. However, for a person that's reading this book for a book club that is just plucked out of a series, there was a lot that was slow, a lot that was muddled. And I will say this, that John Lescroart's writing is expert, although I will say it's badly paced. The book felt like a long book. It was 63 chapters long, and it felt like it. It felt like a long book, and a book should never feel like a long book. A book should roll, but this is proof to me of my long-held belief that when reading a series, you must start at the beginning, because fiction series, mystery series, any kind of series that isn't non-fiction build upon each other. They build upon each other, and it's important to get the full, wide-ranging picture and to get the full, wide-ranging arc to read the entire series and not drop in and read a book like this. If I wasn't reading it for book club, I would have dropped it and started from the beginning right away. I read it for book club. I will now go back and fulfill the picture and then reread it and probably like it more. Or I think I'll like it more because there's conversations in the book that are meant for those that have read the series. And there's an awful lot of those conversations. I will say this, that John Lescroart does a wonderful job in hiding the criminal of the case. He does a wonderful job in keeping the reader guessing as they go. I will say that much. If I had to give it a score right now, the score for me would probably be a read it, own it, like it, because I do. It's probably going to get a read it, own it, love it once I read both of the entire series. I just think that this book is, it probably was a lot better for someone who was invested for the series, and that's my argument with series. The person that recommended this in the book club must not read series in order, or must not care, because I know a lot of the people in the group would not have done this. They would not have. I just have a real big problem with being dropped into a series. I have a huge problem with that. And for me, because analytically from the brain, I can analyze, which we're doing right now. I can analyze the book as it stands alone. But there is so much, there is so much that is intricate to the story as a whole, to the mosaic as a whole, and each book is a piece of the mosaic. That's the key in a series. That's the key in any good series. That any good series is going to build upon each book. That's why it's so long. That's why it lasted for so long. It started in 1989 with the first book, Dead Irish, I think it's called. And in 2021 is the latest Dismas Hardy book. I do think he's working on another from what I've read, so that'll give us more. But this does give us another character, or two actually, Dismas Hardy and Abe Glitsky to check out. And they both had their rise and their falls, and there's a lot of things I didn't pick up on because it was the book club book, and that was the one that they chose, which is fine with me. I read it, so it's done. I will probably reread it again once I get back to the book, because I will have not read it long enough that I'll be like, okay, now this makes sense. That makes sense. Kind of thing. And we'll definitely do a re-review for that fact. For me, it is a read it, own it, love it, or read it, own it, like it on my scale. It is a 3.5 stars out of 5 on the GoodReads scale. Yes, I'm giving a half star because it's not a 4-star, but it's not a 3-star. It's kind of sandwiched in between there. It just is. Let me know in the comments down below if you've read any of John Lescroart's books, whether it be his standalones, whether it be the Abe Glitsky series or the Dismas Hardy series. Let me know that in the comments down below. But it's definitely going to be a series that we have a run-in with again the proper way this time. But until next time, you know I make videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, 12:30 p.m. Central, 10:30 a.m. Pacific, 1:30 p.m. Eastern. Please like, comment, and subscribe to be notified when I upload a video. And hit the notification bell too, because we're going to be popping out a lot of videos here during the holiday season. I'm going to have a bunch of videos that are come, probably starting after Thanksgiving. You guys are going to get a lot of videos pushing your way. So be ready for that. Plus, we're going to have our streams. It's going to be an awesome time. But until next time, happy reading. I'll see you again soon. And peace.